So, Sir Keir Starmer is facing calls to kick Labour Councillor Ricky Jones out of the party as he appears to incite violence. This is a really interesting clip, this, and we're going to play it for you now. This was at a counter-protest last night. A lot going on there. There's the woman who appears to have an Amnesty International badge on behind, clapping away. And the key bit of that clip, I think, was that he appeared to say, we need to cut their throats. GBNews' national reporter, Charlie Peters, joins us now. Charlie, what's going on here?
Well, it appears to be a Labour councillor, Ricky Jones, from Kent. He's a representative for the Prince's Ward in Dartford, where there have been some demonstrations in the last week. There were concerns about plasters containing razor blades at train stations in Kent, linked supposedly to the far right. That was reported on widely, which has led to quite an uproar in the town. And it's understood that Ricky Jones was responding to that situation, according to claims made online from people who were at the protest, that he was responding to that. But regardless, he does appear to go very far in that statement, saying cut throats of Nazi fascists and get rid of them on the street. Now, we've raised this with Labour this morning. They've given us a statement of anger and violence online, but also in person. Here, potentially, we could have an example of that at one of these so-called counter-demos last night.
OK, so a counter-demo. We've got a Dartford Labour councillor, Ricky Jones, appearing to suggest that people there should cut the throats of, you know, fascists, far-right...
Nazis is the term he uses.
Cheered on by a woman wearing an Amnesty vest.
So now these protests have been portrayed, on the whole, as being all about peace, harmony, unity, being accepting of refugees, etc. Does appear from this image that there is a darker side.
Yeah, and concerns were raised before last night, in fact, with potentially some anti-Semitic language being used at separate protests in London where people had gathered. But we're using this language counter-demo. I mean, was there actually a demo to respond to in Walthamstow last night? I'm not convinced there was. I mean, Walthamstow doesn't exactly have a burgeoning far-right presence, does it? It's East London. So that wasn't appearing to me to be in response to anything. And the same, I witnessed the same.
If they had turned up, could have got pretty violent with that kind of language.
No, precisely. And those are the concerns that our Home and Affairs and Security editor, Mark White, has been raising today, that we've had a lot of issues with Sir Mark Rowley, the head of the Met, calling in praise some of these demonstrations, saying our communities came out last night, but there is a fear that that could have caused a bit of a ruckus.
All right, now, look, we are going to be leading with this story at the top of the next hour.